Great. And hopefully you can all see my screen there. And what we're going to talk about is a reverse bid by opener. And it is a situation where you open one of a suit, your partner bids a new suit or one no trump, and you now bid a second suit. So not supporting your partner suit, but another new suit. And that bid is above the 2 level of your original suit. And that's the definition of opener's reverse, when you bid 2 suits and the second one is higher ranking than the first one, or rather it's above the 2 level of the first suit. And we'll look at some examples of all of this in a moment. And we'll also look at it in competitive bidding situations as well. So most of you will know this, that a reverse bid shows more than a minimum hand, normally something close to 16 or more. And it should show 5 cards at least in the first suit and at least 4 cards in the second suit. It is a non-jump bid and it is a forcing bid. So nowadays, nearly everyone plays a reverse bid as a forcing bid and your partner must bid again. It's not necessarily forcing to game, but it is forcing for 1 round. So let's have a look at some examples of this. Here you open 1 diamond. Your partner responds 1 spade, and I've got the first poll of the evening coming up here, which is what do you think West should rebid with this hand? So have a little think about it, and the question is, what should West rebid with this hand? And I will share the results with you on the screen, and nearly everyone has gone for 2 hearts. 92%, with a small number going for 1 no trump or 2 diamonds. So let's switch back to it. And yes, I agree, this hand is suitable for a 2 heart bid. That is a reverse bid because it's the 2 heart bid is above the 2 diamond bid. So it shows more than a minimum. It shows 5 cards in the first suit, 4 cards in the second suit, and that really describes your hand very accurately. 1 no trump is, I suppose, a possibility. That would show typically 15 or 16 points with a balanced hand. Although you don't really have a balanced hand, your singleton queen is in your partner suit. So that would be my second choice, but I agree, 2 hearts is the right bid there. Now, if you do bid 2 hearts, let's have a think about what your partner should rebid there. Here your partner's got 6 points. And I've got a second poll for you now, which is what do you think East should rebid here? So let me launch that one. What's East rebid? Okay, let me end the poll and share those results with you. And the majority here have gone for 3 diamonds, with a smaller number saying 2 spades, 2 no trump, 3 clubs, or 3 hearts. No one passed, which is good because a reverse bid is should be treated as a forcing bid and you shouldn't pass. Well, you're a dead minimum here with East with this only 6 points. So, but you do have 3 card support for your partner's first suit. And given that the 1 diamond bid promised a 5 card suit, you should support them and you should bid 3 diamonds. Now, you may be concerned about being at the 3 level with such a weak hand, but that you are at the 3 level here because of your partner's reverse. And because they're more than a minimum, you should probably be okay. And 3 diamonds is probably going to be a good contract here. Hopefully you'll make it. I wouldn't really consider anything else. I suppose the alternative would be 2 spades, rebidding your suit again, showing a minimum hand. But your suit isn't that great and you do have a fit in diamond, so you're probably better off just to bid 3 diamonds there. Do interrupt if you have any questions. Yeah.
Sorry, Tony. I was thinking of 2 spades. Why? Because I got 5 cards and that might help my partner to maybe go into no trump.
Well, it may. I mean, 2 spades has advantage. It's correct about your points. It shows a long suit, 6 to 9 points. I mean, you've already bid one spade, so you should have a stopper there. The advantage of two spades is it keeps the bidding at a low level. But your partner has described their hand with at least five diamonds, at least four hearts. So they're not likely to have many spades. But yes, it could work out to bid two spades. So that is possible. But more correctly, you found a fit in diamonds, and you should really bid three diamonds.
Okay.
Tony?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? I have this puzzle, not just with this sort of hand, but when I've got a single queen like that, do I count it in the point count?
Well, yes. I mean, it's 2 points. We don't really know where we're headed in this hand. We may be headed for no trump, for example. I mean, I wouldn't be counting points, 2 points for the queen and then points for shortness as well, because it's that's not a good way to count. You're sort of double counting, if you like. But I would count it as worth 2 points at this point. And we don't know if we're going to find a fit. We find a fit right at the end here when my partner bids three diamonds, and I should probably pass that because I've already shown my hand and they've taken a preference to diamonds. So the queen is worth a couple of points, but don't count points for the honor and for the shortness as well. How about this one? Here we open one diamond, your partner bids one spade, and the third poll here is what should West rebid with this hand? So have a little think about that. And here comes the third poll. What should West rebid here? Let me end the poll and share the results with you. And the majority here have gone for two diamonds, which I agree with, 76%. A small number went for two hearts or one no trump or pass. And if we switch back to the screen, well, pass is definitely a mistake. A new suit by responder is a forcing bid and you must bid again. It's not really suitable for one no trump because that would show more points. That would show a hand with 15 or 16 points, and it doesn't qualify for that. And your hand is too weak to bid two hearts. Because your minimum, you should only bid a second suit higher ranking above the first suit if you have more than a minimum. So the correct rebid here is two diamonds. That shows a minimum hand, 12 to 15 points with at least five diamonds. And if you do bid two diamonds, East on this hand will happily pass. They've only got 6 points, just enough to respond, but they should just end up in two diamonds on this hand. So the West hand is a minimum here, not strong enough to bid two hearts. So you just have to rebid two diamonds. Now, if I change the West hand so that I swap over the heart and the diamond suit, then I open one heart on this hand. And if my partner bids one spade, I can now bid two diamonds because two diamonds is not a reverse bid. Two diamonds is below the level of the first suit, is below two hearts. So I can make this bid and it doesn't show any extra strength. What it does show is at least five hearts and at least four diamonds. And so if it goes like this, and I now ask you as East, what would you respond to this bid? Have another go at this poll question. What should East rebid in response to two diamonds here? Eventually, there's going to be a question where everyone's going to get it right. We're almost there on this one. Okay. All right. Nearly everyone answered that. Ah, great. I've had everyone reply. That's very nice. So let me share the results with you. And as you can see, nearly everyone has gone for 2 hearts, with a small number going for pass and for 3 diamonds. And yes, 2 hearts is of course correct. Your partner has shown 2 suits there, and although you have 3 diamonds, king, queen, 2, you also have 3 hearts, and your partner has promised 5 hearts and 4 diamonds, so you should definitely put them back into 2 hearts, and that will almost certainly end the auction there. That 2 heart bid is showing something like 6 to 9 points. It's a bit like your partner opened 1 heart, you bid 2 hearts with 6 to 9 points, but here you don't even have 4 hearts, but you've got some kind of support for your partner and you settle in 2 hearts. Don't leave them in diamonds, because you've got more hearts than diamonds, and I wouldn't raise diamonds either because you're so weak. So just put them in 2 hearts. With a stronger hand, West might go on, but here they'll just pass and you'll end up in 2 hearts. So all this, these questions on what reverse bids are all covered on my bidding sheet, and they're covered in this section here. Openers rebid after responder bids a new suit or bids 1 no trump. And it's this section here where it says, with a minimum hand, you can bid a new 4-card suit, but only if it's below the 2 level of the first suit. But if you have a stronger hand, you can bid a new 4-card suit, even if it's above the 2 level of the first suit, which is a reverse bid. So make sure you understand that, which I think the vast majority of you do, but perhaps you tend to forget about it sometimes when you're playing. One thing I want to cover that I've not talked about before explicitly is competitive auctions when a reverse is not a reverse. Well, what do I mean by that? What I mean is that a bid that is apparently a reverse bid, i.e. is above the 2 level of the first suit, does not show any extra strength. And there are a couple of times that can come about in competitive auctions when opener will make what might appear to be a reverse bid, but it doesn't actually show any extra strength. So let's have a look at this one here, where West is bare minimum for 11 points, but it's good enough to open 1 club. North bids 1 spade, an overcall, and your partner doubles. Now that double is what's known as a negative or Sputnik double, and it shows the 2 unbid suits. This time it's showing both red suits, hearts and diamonds, and you of course have to bid here, and you're only too happy here to show support for your partner's heart. So you bid 2 hearts, even though your hand is absolutely minimum, and even though the 2 heart bid is above the 2 level of your first suit, 2 hearts is absolutely fine with a minimum hand. It's as though your partner had bid 1 heart, if you like, and you are just raising them. So there, although the 2 heart bid is above the 2 club level, that's not a reverse bid, in the sense that it's not showing any extra points. It can be done with an absolute minimum hand.
Tony,
Yes, Steve.
what would you have advised if South had bid 2 spades?
Oh, I think okay. I think we're well. All right. So if South bids 2 spades, then it's difficult, because you'd love to tell your partner you have heart support, but you are a dead minimum. So in that case, if South had bid 2 spades, if you bid 3 hearts, there's, the danger your partner will think you're a little bit stronger than you are, because it sounds, very, very much inviting game. So that's a difficult one. I would say that if South does bid 2 spades, then a 3 heart bid might be a little bit weaker than it otherwise would be. In other words, with this hand here, if South passes, if my hand were a bit stronger, I would bid 3 hearts myself. But these hands where the opponents are bidding, I might be well inclined to bid 3 hearts and hope my partner doesn't get too excited about it. The danger in not bidding 3 hearts is your partner will never know about your heart bid. So I think
I'd definitely bid 3 hearts if we were non-vulnerable.
yeah. So, you know, it's difficult, but yeah, in competitive bidding situations, you sometimes will make a bid, you know, because the only alternative is to pass. So I think I would just about bid 3 hearts, as the shape is good there too. Here's another situation where you open 1 club, the same hand, North overcalls 1 spade, and your partner bids 2 diamonds. Now, here you're going to bid something here, and actually your partner has already bid above the 2 level of your suit. They've already, by bidding 2 diamonds, they've taken the bidding above 2 clubs. So reverses no longer apply here. And I have to bid something here, so I will happily bid 2 hearts here. Okay, again, that appears as though it's like a reverse bid, but it doesn't show any extra strength here. So I would bid 2 hearts. On the other hand, if the bidding had gone like this, similar to the question Steve was asking, 1 club, 1 spade, 2 diamonds, 2 spades, well, now I don't have to bid, and my partner will have another chance to bid anyway here. I can't support my partner's diamonds, and I don't think I want to start bid at the 3 level with a dead minimum hand. So now I think I can pass here. My partner may go on, but there's no obligation for me to bid here once South has bid 2 spades. My partner might bid something. I don't know where we'll end up, but I've shown my hand. I've got an opening hand just, and I can't really support my partner's diamonds.
So Tony, if it was 2 hearts your partner bids, can't you go 3 hearts after South comes in with 2 spades?
Yes,
Because,
my partner bid 2 hearts. First of all,
no, 3 hearts I meant.
yeah, if my partner had bid 2 hearts over 1 spade, first of all, it's very likely that they've got a 5-card suit if they're playing negative doubles and they elected to bid. So I would bid 3 hearts now, yes.
Yeah, because you could add shortages, isn't it? You got 2 doubletons in your hand.
Yes, that's true. So yeah, if my partner bids 2 hearts, then I would definitely support him here. But if he's bid 2 diamonds, I don't have to bid 3 hearts here. I can just pass and let him decide if he wants to go on or defend against spades. Okay, so I thought I put up here an actual hand that was played several months ago, and I'd just like to get your votes on how the bidding should go on this one. This one here, West opened 1 club, North passed, East your partner bid a spade, and I've got a poll question for you. What do you think West should bid on this hand? Let me share the results with you. And most of you have gone for 2 clubs, with 13% going for 2 hearts, 1 no trump pass, or 3 clubs are also chosen. And yes, I agree with the 2 club bid there. You have a minimum hand, and although you'd like to show your heart suit, that would be a reverse bid, 2 hearts. So really the correct bid here is 2 clubs to show a minimum hand. If you do bid 2 clubs, second question for you here is, what do you think he should rebid here? So it's gone 1 club, 1 spade, 2 clubs. And the poll question here is, what do you think your partner should rebid? What should East rebid with this hand? Okay, let's share the results with you. And this time we've got a bit of variety in the responses. Majority have passed, with 39% going for 3 clubs, and then 18% said 2 spades. I don't know if anyone else wanted to bid anything else. Well, let's think about this. your partner has shown a minimum hand with at least 5 clubs, and they should be 12 to 15 points. Now, you've got 10 points here. So the chance that you've got enough for game here is pretty remote. I think you've got to fit in clubs, and I think I would probably just pass this. I'm with you, those of you who passed. Obviously, it could work out well to bid 2 spades, or find another bid, but really it doesn't look like you've got enough for game here, especially as you're going to be in a minor, and there's no real advantage in being in 3 clubs rather than 2 clubs. I suppose it just sort of would say to your partner, if I bid 3 clubs and my partner has a bit extra, maybe they'll go for 3 no trump. But as it turned out on this hand, when it was actually played, the only makeable contracts on here with best defense are either 2 clubs or 1 no trump. And I think when it was actually played, as I mentioned a few months ago, this was actually the hand. You can see it was actually played by north-south, that nearly all the north-souths ended up getting too high and going down. You can see the only positive scores for north-south was 1 pair who was in 2 clubs plus 2, number in 3 clubs going down 1, and 2 spades plus 1 made on 1 occasion, although another pair on 2 spades went down 2. But I think a lot of people, by making a reverse bid, say, 1 club, 1 spade, 2 hearts, end up getting too high and end up getting to game. And I think it turns out on this hand, you're best off just settling for 2 clubs there. Even 3 clubs, those who bid that went down. So that was a hand illustrating the use or non-use of reverses, and also the north perhaps should, this hand here should just settle for 2 clubs there. Of course, if the opponents enter the auction over 2 clubs, maybe you'll bid 3 clubs, but otherwise maybe 2 clubs is the best spot to be in. Any questions on that? And
How on earth did East West get into 2 diamonds?
well, I don't know. You can look at it afterwards. Well, no. So this is just a snapshot, so I don't have the link there. But yes, it's well, I suppose someone might have doubled or something. Anyway, I expect there was a 4-card overcall, which is probably not good. Anyway, so that was obviously a bad score if that happened to anyone. So I've got one final poll for you coming up, and this is a question saying that the auction starts off 1 diamond and your partner responds 1 spade. And what I'd like you to do is select which of these bids are reverse bids. So you should be able to tick all that apply and select which of those bids you think is a reverse bid. So after you open 1 diamond, your partner bids 1 spade, which of these bids is a reverse bid? And here are the results you've chosen. Well, you can see that virtually everyone thought that 2 hearts is a reverse bid, and that is correct. What about the other bids? Well, 1 no trump is not a reverse bid. 1 diamond, 1 spade, you're just rebidding 1 no trump. 2 clubs is not a reverse bid because 2 clubs is below the level of 2 diamonds. So those of you who said 2 clubs are incorrect. 2 diamonds is not a reverse bid because you're just rebidding your own suit at the lowest level. 2 spades is not a reverse bid because you are supporting your partner's suit. You're showing a minimum hand with support for your partner's spade. So even though 2 spades is above the level of 2 diamonds, it's not a reverse bid because it's not a new suit. You're supporting your partner's suit. 2 no trump is not a reverse bid because it's only one suit has been bid by you. And 3 diamonds is not a reverse bid either. 3 diamonds would be showing a medium hand, something like 16 points, but should be showing a 6-card suit, and it's not a reverse bid. So in fact, the only one that is a reverse bid on there is 2 hearts, and none of the others are reverse bids. Any comments or questions on that? So I hope
I thought maybe 2 no trump would be, because that's showing that you've got 17 to 18 points.
yeah, so it is showing more points, just like 3 diamonds is showing more points, but the reverse bid is showing 2 suits with 5 cards in the first suit and at least 5 cards in the first suit, there's 4 in the second. So that's why 2 no trump, 3 spades, and 1 no trump. None of those are reverse bids.
Tony, this is not a bridge question, but how do the percentages add up? I mean,
Oh,
isn't it a percent of 100?
what this is saying is that 27 people voted and 26 said 2 hearts is a reverse bid. Okay.
Yes.
So it's, there are several choices. You can select more than one answer, which is why it comes to way over 100.
Right. Okay.
Right.
I just couldn't understand the percentages.
Most of the polls are just one answer. One answer is right and one is wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Thank
there's
you.
different polls where you can give multiple answers, but in fact only one answer is a reverse bid here,
Yeah.
as nearly everyone has correctly said. It's all
You
the
have the stats left if you want, Francis.
Can you have more than 100%?
I need a lesson in mathematics.
Well, you can't have more than 100% in the bridge game tonight, so
Oh, okay. What a shame.